got a most beautiful flower. This is like amazingly gorgeous. So Larry Meyers, tell us what's going on in your exciting life these days.
Well, I had to take Dramamine. I'm on my way to a party for the man that designed the 9/11 memorial down there, and yeah, Dead Mike.
You turn it off.
There's
a little switch here.
Honey, I never turned a mic off in my life.
Well, you just did.
I'm on my way to a party for the man that created the 9/11 memorial.
Oh, wow.
Enormous blood money. I mean, that monument where George Bush stood on dead bodies with a mic.
So who is this man?
He wrote a book about 9/11. He's the man. You can take more, or have them take more. Lawrence Ferlinghetti there will take some. Anyway, he designed that entire area with fountains, and you have to do the thing. Yeah, it's Freddie. And you know, all that. They were supposed to have 5 off-Broadway theaters on there. I was approached about doing a, what do you call that? A proposal. Then, of course, they stole all my ideas, and somebody else probably.
Now, who is they? Who is they?
Oh, I don't know. The city. I get like 8 trillion emails, and I have 3,000 Facebook friends, and do not give out my Facebook. The 9/11 play that I did is private. I was just informed I have to give the name of every actor and audience member ahead because it's on the evening of 9/11 across the street from the World Trade Center, and the entire area is cordoned off. So,
so for the big 10-year anniversary?
Oh, yeah. But more important than, well, no, not more important than that 10-year anniversary.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Well, it's like America. The Halloween parade used to be nice. Yeah. Now, they bash gay people and don't report it in the news. It's just like everything else. In America, everything is overdone. Yeah. The theater has become Disneyland. They have, like, situation comedies from England or name recognition titles that weren't supposed to ever be musicals, and that's supposed to be entertainment, Nobody ever comes below 14th Street where the real action is. That's why I'm sitting
we're
here.
on 14th Street.
But anyway, this is also the 100th anniversary of Tennessee Williams, and my book about him is coming out. But
I just saw Cat on a Hot Tin Roof finally, the whole thing.
Are you talking about with Elizabeth Taylor?
Yeah. What do you think of that movie?
Well, I know what Tennessee said to me.
What?
I said, Tennessee, what are the themes of your plays? And he said, Larry, the theme of Streetcar Named Desire is you better watch out or the apes will take over. The theme of Cat on a Tin Roof is, honey, the apes have taken over.
Oh!
And my comment is, the apes have taken over because James Franco
I was just
one.
thinking that.
Now
I read my mind on that.
I met James Franco last at the premiere of Howl at the Castro. And he liked me and gave me his email because I wrote about Memo from Allen Ginsberg.
I have Allen Ginsberg's birthday.
And Carl Solomon, who Howl is about, is the best friend of one of my friends.
And James Franco played Allen Ginsberg.
And Carl Solomon was not a mental patient. Carl Solomon proofread On the Road and translated Artaud, and he wrote his own books, but somehow he gets left in the dust.
So Larry, on a scale from 1 to 10, 10 being genius, where do you rate? Because you seem really smart to me.
Maybe 15.
Oh!
I'm joking. No, listen. If you want to create art, you have to be humble. I don't have any shit hanging around my house of posters and awards.
Well, you have some posts over there.
No, well, I have. Now, next to the Akashic Records, these are the kinds of things. This is Janet Jackson's Secret Son.
Oh, you share Janet Jackson's?
Oh, bless her heart.
I love her.
Okay.
I always feel for Janet. I feel terrible. Like, nothing happened to Justin Timberlake that day. And Janet Jackson has never recovered.
Darling, this whole decade has been a clothing malfunction. Now, on this cover, we have. I always say, have a Doris Day. Well, I won't say that now because she's going broke.
So it's
I'll say have a Lorraine Day or have a Dennis Day or Lady Day or, you know,
Doris Day.
Anita O Day. What you tell me.
Wow. So what about the? Do you believe everything you read?
I don't believe anything. I don't even believe what I say. You know what Jean Cocteau said? I am the lie that always tells the truth. You know, when you're in the theater, honey, you got to do something. You know, everyone says, Larry, you're just too much. And my answer is, well, maybe, honey, you aren't quite enough.
So where were you born?
Oh, well, I was born in Mount Pleasant, PA, and Andy Warhol was born in East McKeesport. And, you know, I played Andy Warhol 2 weeks ago, and it's being filmed. And
You do have a resemblance.
well, let me tell you why I wrote. First of all, I know his nephew, Jamie Warhol. His father was buried in the same funeral home as my mother, which is kind of grim. But
So
anyway,
is that like
nobody really
the
died.
6 degrees of.
It's 1 degree, honey. One degree.
1 degree
Well, anyhow,
of the
I
graveyard.
was sitting in. Yeah, there is no graveyard. God said you're created in my image. He meant spirit. It doesn't look like Santa Claus. Get real. I was sitting in this cafe in San Francisco, and this little gay boy comes up and says, Mr. Warhol, can I have your autograph? And I said, what? And he said, Mr. Warhol, can I have your autograph? He said, you're Andy Warhol. And I said, no, he's been dead for a long time. I thought, God, I look bad, but I didn't. And he goes, well, you're Andy Warhol. And I said, no. He goes, well, your picture's all over the web. I love that so much that, you know, I had known Jamie, so I wrote this play. But I wrote about Andrew's secret life. Well, his secret life is that he never missed Catholic mass with his mother, you know. So that's
It's so psycho.
What?
Him and his mother.
Well, Jack Kerouac lived with his mother his whole life. I mean, that on the road, you know, I'm the head of the Jack Kerouac Literary Group, you know, the executor worth $40 million. You've got to put the light on it. Oh, okay. Okay. I only relax with Scavula. Anyway, what was that? Oh, yeah, Kerouac. He lived with his mother his whole life, you know, and Annie Warhol, and what's his name, the man that's in Laura? The one that isn't, you know, what, that shoots her in the head. What's his name? In Laura, the movie, with Danny Andrews. What's the other man's name? Clifton Webb! Lived with his mother.
That's why you're a number 15, Larry.
All right. So anyhow, what else? What do you want to know?
Karen, ask me a question. What other trinkets did you bring? It's kind of interesting. You said something about Evel Knievel with a Harley
Oh,
scarf.
well, she's going to be in it.
Well, you know what's kind of ironic about that?
What?
My one daughter's name is Harley, and my other daughter has Evel Knievel's birthday.
Well,
So how weird is
well,
that?
it's as weird as me writing a play about the New York earthquake last week.
No, yesterday.
Yeah. No, I wrote the play last week.
Oh,
It happened yesterday.
so you have a premonition. Is
Go
that it?
on Google, type in playwright Larry Meyers, the New York earthquake, and read. The play was
So
read
you
last
knew
week.
it was going to happen?
I wrote a play about it last week.
And now it happened yesterday. Did you feel it? Did you feel the earthquake? Did anyone feel it? You felt it? I didn't feel it.
I was walking for
I
my
was-
health so I can fit into my summer thong, and I felt the rumble. And I thought it was just me and my great body, but it was the earth moves
Under your feet.
my
I heard
feet
that on the
and
radio
stuff.
right after.
Yeah, you know, they already have I Survived the New York Earthquake t-shirts.
Yeah, someone
So
wanted to come
you
out
might
with that.
need to make t-shirts I Survived Larry Meyers as a guest here.
Yeah.
No, what was your question?
Oh, Larry. Would you like a waffle? Do you want to share a skeleton from your closet today?
Oh, I'll give you one.
Okay.
I remember when I was staying at Tennessee Williams' apartment in Manhattan Plaza and the phone rang.
Where was it?
And
Where was it?
Manhattan Plaza, 43rd and 10th. And the phone rang and I answered and I said, hello, who is this? And she said, it's Joyce Carol Oates. And he said, Larry, hang up. It's either Joyce Oates or Cal Oates. She's as big of a pain in the ass as that Anna East Nin. Now that's a true story. The other part of that story is part B. Joyce Carol Oates was going with one of my friends, and he left her for a man. And that's the basis of the novel Unholy Loves. Now, you're not going to get better closets than that.
Well, that happens. That happens a lot.
My skeletons in my closet are standing room only, darling, just like my plays.
Oh, well, you're...
But I have to tell you, I can't announce anything because the 9/11 play is closed. I was told you have to name every cast member, every lighting. It's at the place. So, I mean, I can't say the next date. Well, I can, but it's in Provincetown. It's,
Here you go.
This is the Lower East Side. I don't put anything in my mouth.
Why? It might
I
make
used
you
to
feel
live
good.
with. That's what they all say. The next play after that is in Provincetown,
All right.
and that's going to be at Poor Richard's Landing. And I'll tell you a little story about that.
Okay.
The two women that own it, who've been together 60 years,
Wow.
rented their little shack there to Tennessee Williams in
Wow,
1940.
Man of the day. Wow.
Well, no, he's the man of the century.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, man. What playwright in their right mind isn't somehow influenced by
So
that,
you
know?
teach, don't you? Or don't
I've
you?
taught everywhere there's a flat surface. I teach at St. John's University.
My little
Before
cousin
that,
is starting there right
oh,
now.
it's a good school.
Good.
My classes are filled, though, so forget I don't let anyone extra in.
She's
Last term, I
I'm
let
gonna tell her to
extras
get
come
more
in the
class.
theater classes, and then these girls have hats and wigs and hair. I can't. They look different every time. You know, it's
like Gaga, you mean, or religious?
I met her the other night. Read the New York Times. This is all in a blog. This is in a blog about Judy Garland.
Someone thought I was Liza Minnelli last night.
Well, someone will think I'm Liza Minnelli if you have enough to drink. Listen, I have some good Liza stories. You'll have to have me back for that. I met her like a whole bunch of times, but I met her way back in the 70s. And I actually took 3 pictures of her
So you were going to
at
say I took
3 different times.
Quaaludes.
And no. I only took 1 Quaalude ever in my life, but we'll tell that story another time. And this painter is going to paint her. Now, actually, the painter lives in Ocean Grove, and the painter used to be married to Jack Nicholson's father,
Wow.
Dorothy Rose, who's 86.
Damn,
And Jack Nicholson's father would be like 30 years older than her, so he'd be 106.
Something.
I'm not name dropping, I'm just telling
I
you
know,
the
it's
facts.
so awesome.
Well, honey, I've been here since 1970. The audience is leaving.
No,
Darling,
they're just...
This isn't Jerusalem, darling. It's Larry in here. I'm in the play on Broadway.
Yeah.
She's yawning. That's just like my classes. Well,
Oh,
no, they don't yawn.
We gotta
It's
take a
so great.
break. You want to talk some more? We'll come right back. And Larry
As long as I have a mouth, I'll talk.